You want to start or shall
Tom.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Four Thumbs Down. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Carey. This is my partner, Little Drummer Dude, and we are talking about Alien Earth episodes 6 and 7 tonight. Last week, life happens, so we're going to do not 3 this time, and we'll be 45 minutes long. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Can't guarantee that.
But, Four Thumbs Down, guess what? New sponsor, Dude Wipes. Four Thumbs Down, brought to you by Dude Wipes. Not really. Please give us money.
Because when I wipe, I think of dudes. Wait, that's not the line. What is it?
What did you write?
No, you wrote this.
Your mom
Okay.
wrote that.
Oh. I'm going to wipe this off.
So, tonight we're talking about episode 6 and 7. I will let you start, by all means, my friend.
All right. First off, good to see you, man.
You too.
All right. Let's talk about... Excuse me. Wasn't ready. I thought you were going to go first. All right. So I'm curious to see how the teenage Xeno and the relationship with Wendy will develop. So we already know that they can communicate. So I'm curious to see, is it going to be like a relationship where she can control them?
Where it stays civil?
Or is it going to be on her side, like on some mommy shit? Or is it going to do the cliche, you know, I can control them, but I develop my own thoughts, and I'm now against you. So I'm curious to see how that's going to happen. So what about you?
Yeah, I like how the pacing of this show is really good. If you're not watching, you should be. Otherwise, why are you watching us if you're not watching the show? Watch the show. The pacing is fantastic.
Yes.
And we talked about how, because we're covering 2 tonight, it has this lovely arch work. So one episode's like a lot of exposition, next episode's just crazy action, and just it flows really, really well. I am curious about her relationship with the alien, and I like that they're kind of, this might be the wrong way to put it, they're kind of dragging it out.
Yeah.
But again, we're only on episode 6.
They're taking their time with
They're
it.
taking their time.
I like it.
Episode 6, I'm sure this season is slated for 12 to 14 episodes is what I read.
Nice.
So we still got a half season to go. I do like that, because, and we touched on this before, with all the alien movies, all fucking 15,000 of them, we only learn about the xenomorphs. And so we learned about the zoo in episode 1, and we learned a little bit more and more each episode about the other creatures. Yeah. This one, you have the weird plant thing that has the... Had a little tiny 10-second... And I was, okay, no. Blah. We're going to learn more about that eventually, I swear to God. Because just that, it's just the way they do the...
Right.
No. But we learned a lot about another creature in tonight's episode that we had not seen before.
Yeah.
This lovely little wasp thing that builds a wasp nest in one of the cages. And what it does to its...
wasp.
Dick and a wasp?
Dick and a wasp.
What it does to its victims is very interesting. So that was cool to see a new creature. So you see the eyeball creature again. What do we call him? Bali.
Yes.
We see Bali again. He's still on the sheet. But to learn about this new wasp creature was interesting.
You said you were going to wear your eyeball for this one.
Oh, I couldn't find it.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I got to find my Mad-Eye Moody eyeball. I might, if I could find pictures of my costume, it was amazing. But yeah, no, that was my favorite part was, aside from the talking.
There was a lot of talking. This was kind of a semi-snooze fest until the end. We'll get to that, but one of my second favorite parts was, we got a little dog in there.
Sorry, the dog's playing.
So, scientist is trying to talk to them about, let's see, they erased Crazy Chick's brain.
Oh yeah, the redhead with the doll.
And then he was like, well, just, erase her mind. Just reset her, blah, blah. And dude was like, I won't do it. No. Yeah. I'm against it. And then his wife goes, we'll do it. And he had this, like, bitch, what? Look on his face.
And then they fired him. And so basically the guy says, all right, you won't do it. She will. You're fired. Get the fuck off the island. And he's like, but that's my wife. And he's like, I don't care.
I don't care.
If you're still here by 6 p.m., that's considered trespassing. And when he said that, I went, ooh, is somebody getting shot?
Doesn't that guy remind you of like a cross between Rowdy Burns and Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future?
From Back to the Future.
He's got like that bald head, but he's got Rowdy Burns' face and ears.
So basically, the character from Mallrats.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
the dad, the chocolate pretzel.
Do you have anything else for episode 6? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got quite a few.
Please do it.
So Wendy, now as things are progressing, she seems to be like on Team Wayland now.
Yeah.
Because she's getting closer and closer, to the Xeno. So it's like she's starting to see things. She's starting to wake up and say, "Wait a minute, humans are only after these kind of things, and they do this to each other." Maybe. I don't think I want to be human anymore.
Yeah.
Like, she's waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like how they seem to cast like 20-year-olds to be doing some grown ass people shit. Notice that like everyone on the show looks super young.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm like,
other than, okay, can you stop? Sorry, dog's whining. She thinks we have food because we're at the table. Other than Timothy Oliphant, everyone looks like they're 12.
Right, and it's like y'all look like y'all are barely in college.
Yeah,
and you guys got these humongous roles. I mean, just kind of a weird observation, but it's the play on of the whole don't want to grow up thing. The whole
Peter Pan,
right? Dude, the scientist is mad disrespectful, dude.
Which one?
No, the actual scientist.
Oh,
not Timothy. So there's a scene in there where they meet with some of the Wayland people, and they have like a mediation meeting. So
it's the boy genius.
Yes.
Against I'm not trying to say the Asian woman who owns the other corporation.
Yeah, she's Wayland.
She's Wayland. Yeah, so that shit belongs to her. So they have a negotiation, and it's beautifully shot because they're at this long table. She's over here, and the boy genius walks in barefoot.
He sits, and he's like,
and he puts his feet up barefoot on the table.
And they get this shot of him as like spread eagle. It's that total like suck my dick, bitch type of look on his face.
And then at one point when she's talking, he kind of pulls his foot in and starts picking out his toenail. And they have a mediator who I think might have been a sim, I couldn't tell, who was being like, "This is the law, blah 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 blah." And the kid kept interrupting.
Professional, ladies.
And he'd be like, "Excuse me, this is how mediation's working." And the kid's like, "Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm a boy genius." Which again, we touched on this before. I hate that character, which means the actors doing a great job. Doing a great job because I can hate you. And then the woman who works for Wayland, we've only seen her a couple times, but she's always so stoic that I'm like, oh, what's going to happen with this chick? Oh, she's very hot. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So speaking of Boy Genius, he took the lead in my we always talk about like best actors, for the people on the show. He after like these last 2 episodes, he's taking the lead for me.
Yeah.
Grab some water while you talking. Keep talking to them. Come on. We're live on this.
No, thank God. Like I said before, when you can make me hate your character, you're doing a good job. Which also means that in the future, when I see you in other films and you try to play a good guy, I'm going to have a real hard time with that one. Side note, to some of you who watched last episode, we had a caller call in. It was his wife. And we've talked about doing that. We don't film live. We film it, we edit it, we put it on YouTube. But what we'll do, let us know in the comments if you're interested in doing this. You can actually be live, not live, but on our show. We're going to put a number up.
Yes.
And you can call and we'll set a time and a date. So
1-800 hot butts.
1-800 hot butts. That's not going to be the number. We're going to set a time and a date, and we'll give you heads up so you can call in and be on the show. Keep in mind, trolls are not welcome.
Oh, yes, they are. I'll put my foot in the ass.
This is not live, so if we don't like what you have to say, we can go and just cut it. So just keep that in mind. Try to keep it upbeat. We have other stuff, and we're not done yet, but we have other stuff coming up. We have a checkered flag episode coming up about favorite race car movies, and that covers a gambit of films.
Do you want me to tell what the topic be, or just let them wait for it?
Let's wait till the end of this.
All right, cool. All right. Back to me, or you still got
no, keep going.
Okay. One thing I wanted to touch upon, the way Arun, the way they pout when things are going kind of weird is
the kids?
Quite hilarious.
The
yes.
Sims? Yeah.
They're killing the roles of like just being really boyish.
Yeah, I got a little bit in episode 6, and I'm not trying to jump far too ahead in episode 7, but there's a little bit more of it in episode 7.
Yeah.
Where the acting really comes across as I'm a 25-year-old actor playing a 12-year-old in a robot body.
And
gets
also,
better.
they are the 8-9-year-olds stuck in a grown man's body. So some of their mannerisms are very, very childish.
Yeah.
But moving forward, Isaac, he looks just like my friend Spidey. I'm gonna put a picture up of those two, how close they look like. But he was destined to die.
Yeah.
They just kept teasing like, dude, he was the I got 9 lives, dude, and
Finally caught up.
Finally, yeah, and Bolly kind of tricked him.
Yeah,
dude, this freaking character is so intelligent. It's exciting to watch because then you're going, what the fuck is this thing thinking?
It touches
the manipulation game.
Yeah, the manipulation game starts in episode 6, and then we'll talk about more in episode 7. But Bolly's come a long way from being in a cat to being in this sheep.
And a construction worker.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the construction worker.
Let me see. I knew they were bound to reset the ginger chick.
Yeah.
I gotta learn some of these names.
I know. There's too many, and they just touch them and then they roll on.
Yeah.
She was getting out of control, and I thought honestly when
I'm pregnant.
Yeah, when that scene happened and she jumped across the table,
turned into Trinity and shit
in the last episode and got right in the doctor's face. I'm like, they're gonna shut this chick down.
They didn't do that. I was like, she gotta go.
Yeah. So they wiped her memory.
Yeah.
So basically, when she starts talking to Wendy again, Wendy's like, remember this? And she's like, I don't remember anything before this point. So they wiped her all the way back to the beginning from like basically when they put her in the body and they were reading Peter Pan to each other. So she's got no memory, but she's still crazy.
Yep. And Arusha's ruse worked.
Yeah.
So I know he was under a lot of pressure because Morrow had his family, and he had to kind of get somebody impregnated. But man, the way it was one of those like you look at him and you go, this is not believable, man. Why are you trying to trick me into doing some dumb shit? But between his panic and the other guy's the husband of the two people, the couple. And just the way they manipulate him, I was like, oh, damn, it's gonna be him. Shit. And, got you, bitch. So.
Yeah. It took a turn we didn't expect, but then when it started leading up to it, you went, oh, shit.
Yeah. And my theory was correct about the synths in humans. So, if you're a synth, you can be near the eggs, and the eggs don't give a shit.
Yep.
But
they kind of touched on it early, but never really said it, confirmed it. But now it's pretty confirmed.
But then when the computer dude got in that room, that egg said, "Oh, fresh meat." And so
that's actually what's been kind of cool about the series is to watch the eggs open, and then when a human walks out, they just reclose instead of staying open, which you've never really seen that in the Alien movies. So it's pretty cool.
They have choices.
Yeah, the facehuggers are picky.
Yeah, so it's funny to watch Bolly sit back and watch and plot, which led to Isaac's death. But it just sits there and I feel like that thing is just waiting.
It's waiting. Yeah.
It's waiting and picking its moments.
Yep.
And I liked the fact that the Xena was sitting back like, oh shit, I'm going to be a brother. Because when the alien got attached, it was like sitting there going, uh-oh. Oh, that guy's screwed. Yeah. But also, did you get the Easter egg of Affirmative when Boy Genius was on the plane and Timothy's sitting there watching it all happen? And he's like, is everything all right? And he goes, Affirmative. And I like the fact that I came up with the thing of Affirmative is the play on it's Alien's version of like, I got a bad feeling about this.
Affirmative.
Right. Saying like everything's okay, but we all know
we're gonna die.
It's not. It really is.
Yeah, so that's the end of episode 6, and that's where you see Timothy Olyphant. Yes. You go, okay, so the Sims, the older Sims, are plotting. So you have Morrow and Timothy Olyphant's character who are both going, whereas like the younger Sims are still the 10-year-old kids in the teenage bodies. But the older Sims are getting out there and doing crazy shit. So,
and we're going to touch up on their dynamic as well later on, but. Again, tasers win.
Yeah.
Why is it that all these weapons And it seems like the only time these shots are getting contact is when you use the taser.
They can fire all the bullets they want.
All the bullets in the world, none of them connect. Taser, 1 for 1. I just, ugh. But, yeah, we talked about Wally. Dude, the way, later on, when Wendy called the Xeno, because, you know, when it got let out.
Oh.
Dude, so they were, I think they were out in the jungle.
So episode 7.
Yeah, we're on episode 7 now. Sorry, that's my fault. Announcing that.
Yeah.
So I think they're in the jungle, and then all of a sudden they're in a pinch, and she just does the call, and no, I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. So they're in the science center, and she saw what happened to Isaac. He's like, "What happened? Nothing, an accident." And she was trying to walk out. This is when she's starting to realize there's some fucked up shit going on around here. So she tries to leave, but then when she gets to the door, the 2 guards stand in front of her, and and then she kind of looks over and does her little alien call, and the alien goes boom on the glass, and then they look over, and then they look at her, and she kind of gives that look like
move, yeah.
And
move,
then they go,
"You will be moved."
They're like, "All right."
Yep.
So that's when they're starting to realize, oh shit.
Yeah.
But it had a definite release the hounds vibe. I mean, I thought that was funny.
The twists and turns of episode 7 are really on point. You have a scene where the brother's trying to get Wendy out.
Right.
Convinces her it's time to go. We'll get as many of the other kids as we can. They grab the crazy ginger chick. And before they leave, as the place was on lockdown, Wendy lets the Xeno out.
Yep. We all know what happens then.
And this is what we touched on in episode 1 and 2 was
right.
This series, unlike any of the other Alien movies, is when you see the aliens just go crazy and kill everyone.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to abduct to implant eggs, these ones don't seem to give a fuck and they just want to kill. And
this Xeno came
the great
fuck
shot
shit
is
up.
The angle of the lab when the Xeno gets out is just a security camera in black and white, and this thing just darts across the screen and just kills everyone.
Imagine Sonic with the cleanest tail.
Exactly.
That's what it looked like.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they get out, and then the cool thing he was touching on when they get to the jungle is, and I won't ruin that part, but you get to see an alien. Please stop. Sorry, the dog. In daylight.
Yes.
For the
I want to
first
bring
time
that up too.
Ever. It's always in the dark, always flashing lights on his ship. This thing's outside in the jungle, so all that green and the sun, where they're shooting fucking India or wherever they shoot.
Yeah.
And here's this freaking alien standing, and he stands up. Fucking thing's tall, just saying.
Yeah, and I think they're claiming to be 7 foot tall or something like that. One thing also I did want to bring up, the jump scare with the face hugger. All right, so they take... So in episode 6, the face hugger gets the computer dude. They try to hide the body and then try to bring the body to the beach because that's where Morrow's expecting, for them to deliver the body. But midway through, they're bringing them. There's guards approaching. They hide the body. They hide, and then they go past and they go, "Oh, that was a close one." Then they turn around. The body ain't there anymore. And I'm sitting there going, "Predator, maybe."
What?
That would have been cool though. But
yeah, it was kind of hoping for an early crossover, but that didn't happen.
So,
and then even with the net.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So
speaking of Predator,
right?
Yeah.
So after they turn around, the body's not there. Then they turn around and he's standing there. "Hey guys, what's happening?" They're like, "What the? Wait!" They're trying to you were just. He's like, "You don't remember what happened?" He's like, "No, I just remember I was in the lab and then I'm out in the. Where are we?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "So you don't remember anything?" Okay. And then in the mid conversation, then out of nowhere, because I kept saying, because we saw the tail squeeze it, every so often, which means it's finished. So mid conversation, all of a sudden, they're talking, and it just falls. And they got so scared, they started stomping the face hugger up. And then, so they start walking. It's like, "Here, how about this? We go back, because I don't know what happens. You're not going to tell me, but when I get there, I'm going to find out what happened. So, how about this? We go back. I'll help you. Then, we'll become friends and a family. Hand here, hand here."
And they hold hands like the way little kids hold hands with their parents. That's actually kind of cute.
10 steps later.
10 steps.
I'm like, I'm like, uh-oh. Then, next thing you know, bursty.
What?
So, facehugger comes out, and now, or the chest burster comes out. Now this thing is now off in the distance. That's what he was supposed to be delivering. And he's like panicking. And now I'm like, that thing is just out there running free.
Yeah.
So now, getting to another Predator reference. So the chest burster is just, Pac-Manning around the jungle. And then all of a sudden, the net. Which I thought for sure that thing would get out. But it was a Predator-style net.
Very much.
And they caught it.
Yep.
Who caught it? We didn't find out till later.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happens, now going back to what you were saying, so, when the Xeno came out and Wendy called it, and then when she called it, it came out of bushes and they had their exchange. But one thing we saw for the first time was the exchange with Wendy with other humans involved, which I thought was great because he was like, What are you doing? What are you doing? She's like, stop.
So you have Wendy with her brother and then the redhead Sim, and she's talking to her, doing the little thing,
right.
And he keeps looking at the one human in the group, and she's like, no. And you could tell this thing was like, I don't want to listen to you, but I just want to kill the living thing needs to die.
But Ma,
please no.
And she, after the big attack, she wipes the blood off the face. Like, come here, baby.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
Dude,
I almost wanted to read because you can't ever see where the Predator's eyes are, and I think they're underneath there's some
Xenos out there that they actually have, because remember I was saying there was a shot in the science center when it got close and it looked like an actual face, kind of had a clown face kind of silhouette, but there's an actual there's different types of Xenos. Like the warrior ones are the ones we've seen aliens.
Yeah.
And then this one's a little bit different.
This one's kind of brown.
Right. It's kind of goldish and then also has, we finally get to see kind of the face where it actually looks like an actual human skull in there when you get up close to it. So, which also, leads to there's also multiple versions of the Xenos, and this one's a little bit different.
And that I think this is just a theory. When the new one was hatched tonight in episode 7, it came out of a human.
Right.
The first Xeno that we've seen that she's talking to came out of a lung. Which, that's where we thought they were in there or wrapped around the heart, somewhere internally. This one, they implanted in the lung. So I have a feeling this one, the one that she's talking to, might be different than the ones we'll see coming up in the show. Just my theory.
Honestly, I'll go against that one. I think because they kind of homegrown this one. Still took it out of the facehugger, put it in the tank with the lung and everything, which is typically where when they're impregnated, that's where that long tube goes. It's typically still in the same area. I think because she's a synthetic and has a little bit more communication capabilities. I think because you kind of like raising an animal. If you get to them early, you got a chance.
Yeah.
So I think they're still the same. It's just, again,
imprinting. That's the word. Imprinting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think she just got to it, before.
I'm still waiting to find out, and I get a feeling they might hold out to the very last episode of why she can talk to these creatures. She's the only one, and they haven't told us why yet.
True.
So I'm curious where that's going to come in, and I have a feeling somehow Timothy Oliphant is behind it because he seems like the number one sim.
I'm glad you brought him up.
Just a guess.
Yes. So we were talking about this earlier between Morrow and Timothy's character. Mm. Anytime those two are on camera together, man, it's a good time because they're dynamic. The tension,
they play off each other.
The pissing contest between the two, and just it's intelligent shit talking versus straight talking. That's the dynamic I'm getting out of it. He uses sarcasm. He uses the street mentality. So, also, when backing up a little bit, to where Arusa's trying to, bring the Xeno to Morrow, they end up meeting in the jungle. And, he's like, well, you're supposed to be bringing me a Xeno. What the hell is this? And he's like, I did everything I could. Well, if you did everything I could, then why am I here? There's a dead body here.
Yep.
So they start to go back to the facility.
And we don't learn what's going to happen to this kid's family yet either.
Right.
He says, "You said everything's going to be okay, right?" He's like, "Well,
I think
you
they're
didn't."
already.
I think they're dead too.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you said do this. He goes, "But you didn't do it."
Right. So then they do this kind of face off in the facility.
Wait, real quick, if you back up. The first time we see Morrow in this episode, it's a scene out of a Navy SEAL movie. It's fucking dope. When they all just come up.
Oh yeah, just they're like looking at the water and just all of a sudden just.
They're like waiting for him to come up in a boat, and there's like 6 guys with
Yeah.
guns just pop out of the water, pop off their masks, and come in like kill anything that moves. You're like
With their Amazon air breathers.
Yeah.
And I like how they just throw them like we don't need this shit.
So we didn't pay for it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they meet in what looked like Vader's at Palpatine's office.
Yes, it really did.
So they meet and they have this standoff. So Morrow's got the 2 kids, Arun and Arush, and Timothy gets there. And then he's got his gun to the kid's head, and then from behind him, then we find out who actually caught the Xeno.
Yeah.
Or the chest burster. He drops the case and he goes, "No one likes a sore loser."
Finders keepers.
So he's like, "Kids, get over here." And so again, he's like, "This isn't over." And I love his plan. I was like, "Nothing ever is."
Yeah.
And again, tasers win.
Yeah.
And so they're now arrested and they got another chest burster. So now I was also saying, I wanted to say this about the last one, that I wonder now, there's my theory. You've got Timothy Zeno and you got Wendy Zeno.
True. One's on the loose, one's in control.
One's...
Well, the one on loose is in control. With
Right.
Ray.
But you got now, again, another line in the sand.
Yeah.
Waylon Zeno and Boy Genius is Zeno now.
Yeah.
So when are these two going to actually face off? That's what I want.
I get a feeling, I mean, like we said, the arc has been like this, so I'm thinking next week, like, slow it down a little bit.
More information again.
And the following week will be more action, because that's
Yeah.
the theme they've been doing. But I got a feeling the season finale is going to be through the roof, because each one of these ranges from an hour and 5 minutes to an hour and 30.
Yeah.
They're never just an hour. They're always squeezing in a little something extra, so...
Because they know they got to give us something to be like...
Yeah.
Because we talked about this in another episode where I haven't watched any trailers for the following episode because I want to be
Want to be
caught off
surprised.
guard. I want to know everything fresh right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a good job. Like I said, season or episode before this, kind of a snoozer. This one, they finally picked it up.
Yeah,
Thank
7
God.
was really good. But I will say this, the closing song for episode 6.
Yes,
Guys are still nailing it.
Godsmack.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm looking forward as usual to the episode 8. I'm curious.
Yeah. No,
So-
I think I think this series is definitely going to be picked up for at least season 2. At least season 2.
They have to.
I mean,
There's so much.
unless
hell.
unless FX says, "Look, it's just not working," end it grandly, and then the episode finale is just like, "Ah!" and then they go, "Hope you enjoyed it."
Kind of like a Sons of Anarchy.
Fine, if you're gonna do it.
Episode.
If you're gonna do it, FX, do it right. I have no say in this. We have no corporate say in FX,
Yeah.
but we do have some corporate say in Dude Wipes.
Yes.
4 thumbs down. Brought to you by Dude Wipes.
Yes.
Not really. Send us money
Or lights.
or wipes. Yeah. We do have our next episode. Will hopefully be Checker Flag, and then some football stuff.
Hopefully,
But
it will be.
It will be, and we will
Yes.
be continuing to follow this series, and then we have
Yes.
a couple other movies on our lists.
So now we can actually talk about what we're going to talk about.
Yes,
in the next
talk
one.
about it.
So for the Checker Flag episode, I don't know why I felt like I fumbled that word, but I'm going to say it. For the episode of Checker Flag, so we're going to be talking about what is our top 3. We're going to go from 3 all the way to 1. Best final lap in a racing movie. All right? Now, keep in mind, there's tons of racing movies out there. So I'm curious to see what his 3 is, what my 3 are.
And why?
And yes. So I'll
Not just, it was fun and fast and shit
Yes.
blew up. No, you got more depth than that.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, well, Days of Thunder was a classic 1980s. No.
Yeah.
Why is that? And which scene? Blah. So, yeah. We're going to be getting into some racing. So, we're not going to
Yes.
be just talking, this movie had this car that I loved. Fast and the Furious had a GTO. No. we're going to talk about the ifs, ands, buts of racing. Because as two racing fans here, we're going to get into it.
Shout out to Run Rally. Yes.
Is that it for this week?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, tune in soon, and we will let us know if you want to call in, and if that's something popular, we will set it up. Again, it won't be live, but we'll give you times and dates where you can call in, talk. It'll be on air, on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just let us know if you want to do it. Otherwise, we're not going to waste our time setting it up. So
Yeah, let us know if you want to do it.
yeah.
We'll bring dude wipes.
We'll bring more dude wipes. We always have dude wipes. Dude wipes, send us money. All right, my name is Matt Carey. This is my best friend, Little Drummer Dude. Until next time.
He didn't call me a cohort.
I did not. Even a chord's not a bad word. He just refuses to look it up.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Until then, goodbye, motherfucker.
Peace!